joins us now. And Scott, I think what makes this so unsettling is the fact that initially police thought this girl was attacked by an animal.
Michelle, the details about what happened are incredibly heartbreaking and disturbing, and now a dramatic and bizarre turn of events in the investigation, as we are learning from police that the suspect, a 17-year-old who cannot be named or identified as they are a minor, was arrested earlier this week on Tuesday. The OPP ruling out now the possibility of an animal causing these brutal injuries, announcing the charges against the teenager with attempted murder and sexual assault with a weapon. Now let's walk this back and go through the original details of the incident. Officers responded initially to reports of a missing child on Monday, June 23rd. A few hours later, they located the 8-year-old girl just before 12:30, so early morning in the hours of Tuesday. The child, however, was suffering significant life-threatening injuries and rushed to hospital. According to the OPP, while early evidence suggested a possible animal attack, investigators did not rule out the possibility of human involvement. Now, more testing was done with more experts brought into the fold, and now it's been revealed samples taken from the victim's wounds revealed no traces of animal DNA. And now police have arrested a 17-year-old from Eastern Ontario facing those multiple charges. Here's more from the OPP.
The injuries were such that investigators had to keep an open mind as they progressed in their investigation, knowing that there was a possibility of it being an animal or that it could be as a result of human interaction. I do not know their current condition, but what I can tell you is that they are still under the care of medical professionals at this time.
Once again, Michelle, the 17-year-old cannot be identified because they are considered a minor. The 17-year-old, however, is still being held behind bars.
One can only imagine what this new information, how it's being received in the community. How are they responding?
Quadville is an incredibly small community, about 160 kilometers west of Ottawa, some hour and a half west of Ottawa. A small community, so any serious incident of this would be unsettling to those who live there. And now you add the bizarre nature of how this investigation has unfolded, and that likely adds a whole other element of shock to everything. Police initially had been warning residents to keep an eye on their kids, potentially keep them indoors, fearing this could possibly be the result of an animal. They couldn't rule that out, even telling residents that officials would be putting out animal traps as a precaution. But now the disturbing revelation of the nature of the charges here. So OPP, knowing the community might be significantly on edge because of the dramatic change in this investigation, will be holding a community meeting in the town this weekend to potentially help ease some concerns or add more details to the investigation and share whatever they can from the investigation, Michelle, with local residents.
CTV's Scott Hurst in the CTV National Newsroom. Thank you.
Thanks, Michelle.